Many of us, when we think about Bitcoin's earliest years, are tempted to pursue the question of who Satoshi is. We really want to know who this guy was, the pseudonymous inventor of Bitcoin. I think a better question to think about, though, is what Satoshi did. To think about the design choices he made in those very early years, and to think about the implications it has for what Bitcoin is now. I want to call your attention to two. The first is that Satoshi designed Bitcoin so that there are no insiders. And let me give you a concrete example of what this means. For some cryptocurrencies and some other currencies, only some people can print new units, can make new units of that currency. So for many crypto projects, an organization, a firm, a foundation, a business prints new tokens out of thin air and then sells them to other people. So they're insiders that make and then outsiders that buy. Satoshi didn't set up Bitcoin this way. There's one and only one way to make new Bitcoins. It's to do computational work, to burn energy. We'll talk about the implications that has in the next panel, this burning energy. But notice that Satoshi didn't make Bitcoins for free and then sell them to other people. In fact, Satoshi bought Bitcoin. He bought Bitcoin, if you like, from nature by using electricity when he was first mining Bitcoin. So what I notice here structurally is that everyone has to play by the same rules. There aren't insiders and outsiders. Instead, there's just one way to make new Bitcoin, and Satoshi himself submitted to those same rules. So that's one example from Bitcoin's earliest days that shows a kind of neutrality where there isn't this dual structure. But there's something else that Satoshi did that's really important to notice. Satoshi left. He left. Imagine a CEO of some important tech firm who stepped down as CEO, but then continued to tweet about the company and continued to announce new products and post blog posts and pump the products and talk about the stock price. This would not leave us with a sense that the CEO was hands-off and that it was a neutral thing that remained. No, it would still be a thing with a leader, a CEO, really, if not in name. Satoshi didn't do that. He left. So some people think of Satoshi's pseudonymity as a kind of weakness or threat to Bitcoin. And I agree. There's something you might want there to be a present CEO, but it's also a strength because it means that what's left behind doesn't have a CEO. There is no Bitcoin official foundation that holds trademarks, that prints new units. There is no Bitcoin CEO. Instead, we have a neutral network that anyone can use.